7:40 a.m. on this, Tuesday morning, I guess, July 28th, 2026. Headed out to the woods in order to tend to the granimals this morning, as well as to tend to an animal this morning. And that, I believe, being Snot, the cat that I discovered yesterday. And we will also, try to provide some type of an update on the raccoon. Keeping fingers crossed it's no longer in the feeding tree. We shall continue on at some given point in time. 7:55 a.m. Rest in peace, Snot. Rest in peace. And so, as a further update, trying to keep this short, our raccoon is no longer present up here in the tree, so may all be well with that raccoon. Today we're supposed to be anywhere from 80 to 84 degrees Fahrenheit in temperature. It is muggy out here. They're saying that the humidity is to be relatively high, or we'll just say humidity will be present throughout this day until this evening, and then it should diminish quite greatly. So there's our couple of updates from yesterday's content pursuant to concerns of life, mystery of death, and this is the follow-up update. Now let's go ahead and we shall gather up our stuff here. I had enough animals yesterday. Not really wanting to deal with them today. But anyways, we got a mixture of stuff. There's been a lot of aircraft activity already out and about, flying the friendly skies, if you will. And we got this low level, I don't know, almost smoky appearance of this stuff here, which is rapidly cruising across the sky once again on that lowest level, atmospheric level of the sky. Sorry, I'm a little bit winded from digging a grave. Go ahead and look at this yuck stuff back in here, if we can. A lot of stuff flowing in front of the light. But we are going to try to abstain from anything of great length, as I have a nice little project ahead of me from last night's recordings, which by now has already been posted, which was yeah, gotta love these skies of good old pure Michigan, pure BS. Man, this really, look at that. This stuff is moving quickly, whatever it is, and at a very atypical direction of movement. It's not the common flow of our air currents. But again, this is the lower level stuff. When it comes down to these sky operations, the atmospheric levels are very important to the equations that take place. And I think I will leave off with that. Take care. Have yourselves a great one. Skyways out. 10:30 a.m. Well, Google stated that we were supposed to have sunny skies today. Our local meteorologist stated, well, partly cloudy, partly sunny conditions to begin this day. And then we were supposed to actually be, according to our local meteorologist, clearing throughout this day. Zoom, right on down to the ground goes a mourning dove as it zipped right on by me, possibly trying to tell me that it wants some seed out there at the feeding tree. And you can also hear the cardinal in the woods back here. As I come walking out, had 3 sparrows that was right up here. I do believe on the side. Yeah, right up in here. I'll just say that, okay? I'm actually quite frustrated right now because of, well, today's technology and the garbage and crap that it is. I'm not even going to go into detail because I am just so disgusted. You know, ever since the onset of AI, technology has just gone to hell in a handbasket. And I have no respect for anything AI or anyone that uses, boasts about, praises, or what have you in regards to artificial intelligence. Yeah. So many lies in regards to the skies and, of course, to weather. I mean, if you really paid attention to the recordings from last night, which that is yet another reason why I am so upset, is because of the turnout to the editing app that I don't plan on using ever again. And it's sad because most of these editing apps now have an AI option. Well, there is no option when it comes to artificial intelligence. And I've even had Gemini lie to me about access to my data. Flat out lied to me. Oh, I took a screenshot of that. I've never posted it as a community posting. Oh, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, you had to actually read in between the lines of the response that I got from Bard, Gemini, Atlas, whatever the hell you want to call this stupid program through Google. Google is a joke. But no, in between the lines of that response or reply that I got from Google through the search engine pertaining to my data, and it claims, oh, no third parties have access and so on and so forth, but yet there was information included that revolved around, well, let's just say security passwords and codes that I use. And yeah, this AI snitched on itself. And I got the proof of it. But if I was to try to post that proof, well, it could jeopardize my security measures just that much further, in which I don't believe I have any form of security, especially through Google, because, well, once again, they've had how many antitrust lawsuits filed against them? Yeah, where do those go? Pfft, nowhere. And, you know, to jump on board with any of these national or nationwide lawsuits in order to get settlements, because, well, if you were, you know, a customer or what have you, you are entitled to a settlement amount. Yeah, well, you know what, I waited, what, 6, 7 years for a lawsuit settlement, a national lawsuit settlement against Blue Cross Blue Shield, the medical insurance agency, in which initially I was told a certain amount that I was to receive, and just a couple of weeks back, after being notified quite a few months ago, oh hey, expect a payment to come in May 2026. After waiting for quite a few years, I was like, hey, yeah, okay, a little bit of extra money. And then just a couple of weeks ago, I ended up getting an email saying, well, sorry, but you don't qualify because of not reaching a certain amount or whatever. You know, they came out with some stupid, lame excuse. And I get nothing. After years of waiting, after them stating that I was to receive a specific amount through this lawsuit settlement, and I got nothing. There are times where it's all about, well, hey, yeah, Walmart started screwing their customers over, and if you got receipts, you can get money back through this settlement. Oh, well, how much? Oh, well, you can get up to $25 to $50 or something like that. Yeah, okay, whatever. And how long do we have to wait for that? No, no, no. I've been through all this hogwash scenario before. I've been through all kinds of, well, years through dealing with workers' compensation through an on-the-job injury and got squat, nothing to speak of. Fought for disability for years. I got screwed over. You know, the judicial system here in Michigan sucks hardcore. The judges suck hardcore. The lawyers suck hardcore. I am so disgusted with life in general anymore. And I feel I have plenty of valid reasons. Because, well, just like last night, my recordings. And when you see two completely different skies, that just adds to everything else that I record of the skies that makes no sense whatsoever. Come on up. I've got a, of course, hummingbird that was wanting to come up. Yeah, we've got, looks like some blue jays hopping around up here. Yeah, I'm being distracted. Nature is distracting me, so I won't continue this rant. Because now I, well, forgot what the hell I was even talking about. Oh yeah, the lights. Oh yeah, the split sky. Yeah. And so, at the lake, hope you watched that. Okay. At the lake, and I'm recording that. Well, I couldn't see it at the time, but over on the, let's just say the golden sky of the split screen. Well, there's all kinds of waves that can be seen within that orange, gold coloration, whatever it is. And then you look over onto the other side of that split screen to the left, and you see all these clouds and colorations, and then it's all about, man, is the sky actually just nothing more than a hologram? What the hell's going on when you really examine my content? Oh, I don't expect anybody to, come out with any kind of comments pursuant to exactly what I show and what is to be seen, because, well, people just don't do that anymore like they used to. You go back in my content, the history of my content, and look at comments, man, people were, you know, directing their thoughts and words specifically to what I was showing. Or at least for a good majority of the amount of time. And now people provide comments that just, okay, cool. Well, at least you're providing comments. I'll go ahead and reply accordingly. I'll address them accordingly. Yeah, this platform just, it's not worth it anymore. Now I can understand why YouTube came out last year, the year before, and said, no, we are not a social media platform. Well, now I can understand why. I really can. And it doesn't matter, small chump change channel like mine, which I don't get in. I don't even get any chump change out of posting content. But compared to these much, much, much larger channels, well, you know what? It's the same scenarios as far as your ratio differences between subscribers, comments, and likes. And it all goes downhill, downhill, downhill in numbers. Well, I've already discussed and explained the situation about the likes. I don't even think people apply them anymore. And of course, the dislikes, what good is that? Yeah, how many dislikes have you accrued throughout the history of your content? How many dislikes? Have you ever thought about it? Have you ever contemplated how many people don't like your content? Hmm. Well, if you know where to locate the amount of dislikes, let me know. For some reason, that seems to be hidden. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can even see, oh, a nuthatch back here, or a downy woodpecker, one of the two. I think it's blowing off now. Yeah, I'm in need for therapy, but I'm not even going to go out in the woods. Because I don't need to take this vibration, this negative energy with me out there. Skyway's out. Screw it.